teardrops. Now that you got me started, I just can't stop. No, no. 'Cause I love you, baby. I can't let you go, baby. I gotta tell you that I won't. I've been looking for love so true. When I was down and out, along came you. Though you might be a liar and a cheat too, I just can't quit you now 'cause I love you. Yes, I do. I can't let you go, baby. I can't let you go, baby. 'Cause I love you, I love you, I love you. No, 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 no. Trouble, you best beware. And though deep down, I know I might be headed for teardrops. Now that you got me started, I just can't stop. No, no. 'Cause I love you, baby. I can't let you go, baby. I gotta tell you that I won't. I've been looking for love so true. When I was down and out, along came you. Though you might be a liar and a cheat too, I just can't quit you now 'cause I love you. know I might be headed for teardrops. Now that you got me started, I just can't stop. No, no. 'Cause I love you, baby. I can't let you go, baby. I gotta tell you.
Here we go. Hey everybody, hope you guys are all doing okay, as good as everybody can be doing in this bloodbath of a market today. Uh, Forgive me, I'm not ready to be streaming this early in the morning. Normally I'm trading or doing something very boring. I was about to do some yoga. Well, I did do some yoga. Let me see right here. So I hope you guys are doing good. As far as Bitcoin's concerned, guys, we knew we were bearish, but man, to short us on a break out of a breakout, the shorts were ruthless here, and they got everybody good. Um, we'll go over it from a daily perspective, monthly perspective, weekly perspective, then going down into the smaller time frames so everybody can kind of get a focus on it. And if you guys are new to the stream, please make sure to subscribe and like this video. Every single like does help out the channel here. So starting off with the daily chart, which we've been talking about for a while, we know we had the death cross here. But look, yesterday we talked about how the Federal Reserve gave us some good news because they were more dovish than we anticipated. And then the complaint that I had, which I was going to talk about last night before I had to help a friend get to the airport, freaking took forever, was he's being light on inflation to help the market out a little bit. But then at the same time, if we're not being aggressive against inflation, people are still going to feel the effects of inflation, so to speak, and that's going to make sure that they don't buy as much as they might otherwise have been if inflation was under control, which is like the lesser of two evils argument I keep on telling you guys about as far as crypto is concerned. That's really what we're looking at today. But of course, guys, the big news is we've officially broken down here. If you guys want to see why, in part, look at the stock market. Here's the S&P 500 map. It is just a bloodbath with a few things in here. Booking Holdings is up a little bit. Twitter's up a little bit. That's an Elon effect. EPAM is up 8%. ALB is up 4%. So you have a few little small places in here, but Apple's down 5%, Microsoft's down 4%, Google's down 4%, Facebook's down 6%, Amazon's down 7%, Tesla's down 7%, down to 878. Coast is down 5%, Costco is down 5%. I mean, this is some pretty wild stuff, guys. Everybody's finally getting out of the market here. After a while, I mean, you guys know I've been bearish about the market for a long time now, waiting for some of these larger moves. But man, the market really took its time with this capitulation type of move here. Now, on the weekly chart here, guys, breakdown. They did the classical bull trap on us, nice and easy. That's why I sold half of my FTM longs and half of my Crow longs yesterday, and I put a stop loss on the rest of them. And lo and behold, that stop loss triggered when I was asleep, which thank God I was, had the stop losses on there. So I managed to walk away with good profits overall on them, but I wish we could have gone up a little bit higher, right? But that's the big thing for today. Definitely breaking down here. Now, moving over to the weekly charts. This purple or this hot pink line is going to be the 20-day move, or excuse me, the 100 weekly moving average, okay? So that's that level that's really going to be important because every time we break down below this one, it's usually where people start to buy a little bit of Bitcoin every day, right there, right? And all the way back over here, right? That's when you guys can start buying crypto up a bit by bit. We still, this is that chart, isn't it? We still don't have capitulation, though. I want to make that clear. Bitcoin does still not have capitulation. We're just very, very close to breaking the higher lows sequence here. Higher lows, higher lows. We're breaking down below. We're close to breaking down it. We haven't done it yet. And that brings us over to the monthly chart. Oh, no, we have. We did. Okay. Oh, no, we already did this a few days ago, I think. That's what the bearish sign was. But yeah, we've already broken the pattern of higher lows. Maybe we can try to stay above this higher low, but I don't know at this point. Things aren't looking too good. We talked about how, I mean, for now, actually, let me just drag that down. We talked about over the last few, today's May 5th. Cinco de Mayo, happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody. We talked about how we needed to have a wick on the monthly chart, right? I thought maybe we'd have an opportunity to go back up here towards the 20-month moving average. We didn't even get close to it. We got close enough, but you know what I mean, not close. Just like what did I say? Just like we did back in 2014 and 2018 as well. 2018 we tapped it. We went above it actually a little bit before coming back down. And then over here in 2014, we actually broke above it as well, got rejected right there as well. And then we started to have our nasty fall. All right. So as far as the monthly chart's concerned, this monthly chart still looks very bearish. The monthly chart still looks like it wants to go all the way down to freaking 28,800, like the lows from last year. So that's going to be important for us to keep an eye on. Yeah. I hate being right, but at the same time, I like being right. All the bulls on Twitter are going freaking mad right now. I need to have my tea of the day, which happens to be lemon mate and very berry mate. So it's like a berry mint tea. Yeah, I put two different types of tea in there at the same time. A little scoop of sugar. Let that simmer down. But right now, I want you guys to think of that the next support level for us is not a Fibonacci level, not a Gann fan level, nothing like that. I want you to think of it as that 100 weekly moving average because that's really what's going to be key here going forward, all right? Now, going back over here, we're pretty darn close to it, right? We're pretty darn close to it. Oh, yeah, I better fix that before I make a mistake on it. There we go. Okay. I don't want to mess up that trend line here. But we're well, actually, let me do the here. From Bitcoin's current price, we're about like another 1,000 points away from that 100 weekly moving average. So we're close to having a bad moment in the crypto world, but right now we're still like another 3% away from it. So we'll see if the stock market rebounds tomorrow. Crypto may rebound just a little bit tomorrow, so that may be something to look at. But overall, like I said, the markets are just not looking so hot. Look at that. Douche, douche, douche. But right now they're having a little bit of a recovery. So guess what? If we go over here to Bitcoin on the 15, whoa, Bitcoin's having a little bit of a recovery here. Okay. So there's still some type of small chance that we bounce up here, and then from there, have another fake out, if you will. Yeah. But if you guys are looking to buy a dip like this, what's the rule? What's the rule? You want to buy after the price crosses above the 20 moving average on the 15-minute chart. We talked about it right here. After this drop, you buy. It went down, but whoosh. Where's another big drop? It has to be like a larger drop. I mean, this is somewhat of a larger drop, but not the large we're looking for. It kind of worked that one as well, but here, right here. You buy, it went down, but overall, it leveled out just enough, right? It's kind of that signal saying, hey, we're slowing down. Not really a large drop like this, but it did have smaller effects. This one wouldn't have worked, but that one would have. But you're hoping for these larger drops. I mean, that kind of worked there a little bit. This one worked a little bit. The short-term trades, not like swing trades where you trade daily. They're just holding for a little bit of time. This one got faked out there. This was a larger drop. This one probably would have been a little bit better, and so forth. So if you guys are looking to buy in, a lot of times it's just buying above the 20 moving average on the 15-minute chart, and then you're going to be day trading that for a little bit. And that'll be your opportunity. Just, be careful with the trade, of course. But right now, things are going back to leveling off, which is kind of nice. Hey, stop. Loki's trying to get on my lap. Okay. Dude, no. No. All right. Going back over to the daily, though. Okay. I'm going to take a sip of tea now. I'm tired, guys. I'm exhausted. I did not anticipate being live this morning, so I was like, oh, okay. I thought Bitcoin, if it was going to crash, it might crash today, but like later on in the day, perhaps. But I guess the market really took it down another level as well. Okay, but if you guys have any questions, let them shoot. We all know the story here. We all know how bearish everything is. We all know how bad everything is. I mean, we can talk. We can see some stuff on Twitter very, very fast. This guy's the most bullish guy out there. Let's go over his tweets. This still 24 minutes ago. This is the best time to be bullish on Bitcoin. Trading at interesting levels. Bollinger Bands indicate massive market volatility imminent. Like, are you in fear? This guy's been saying we were gonna break out. We're just gonna have these massive moves for like every single day. And look at now, he has a new pattern out there. It's yeah. I mean, let's just go back a few days. So I only do this because I want you guys to be careful as far as listening to these people, because this guy, like, he has 200,000 followers on Twitter, even though he's losing all of them a lot of money. a lot of money, right? But there are some crazy things happening in this market, and it goes back to it goes back to this philosophy of understanding how the economy works. I took economics classes in college, but I feel like I didn't really learn much in them. I feel like a lot of my it kind of goes back to street smarts, and you just kind of have a practical view of how the economy works. Is why I've been so bearish on stocks and crypto for so long. Um, and I want to explain this to you guys here as we're kind of just watching this breakdown occur. I will put the Bitcoin on a 15-minute chart here for now. Um, but when inflation hits a society or a market or a country, whatever, people are forced to make the choices of what they can afford and what they cannot afford. What are luxuries to them? What are not luxuries? What are essentials? All right. And during that process, people actually make choices. They don't just keep on spending more than they can consume. Sure, there are going to be some people that do that, but most people don't. And that's just kind of a fact of life, unfortunately. At this point in time, we're starting to see people make those choices, which are affecting the fundamentals of a lot of these stocks and companies and corporations. We've seen this with things like Netflix, CNN Plus. Even though everything about it was bad, it still came out at a really bad time when people are forced to make a tough choice on what they can afford in this marketplace. And if you think about this going on for like the last few months, then you have a better understanding of how bad, how bad it's become that so many people are feeling like, hey, I can't afford Netflix anymore. Probably because Netflix is like the $20. Netflix is the most expensive streaming service, I think. You got Disney Plus and everything like that. And then also on top of that, going back to the technicals, we've had a few bearish patterns over the past few weeks and months. The first one that I saw was that ascending triangle that we were trying to trade. It looked more like this before we actually broke out above it. And this was supposed to be bearish. I thought all along we were just going to go sideways, not break out above it. Then when we got up here, then that'd lead us to the downward move here. Well, we had a fake pop up, got rejected by the 200 moving average, and as well as this trend line here, and then now we're breaking down. Man, I don't know if there's much else I can add on to what we've already been talking about. Like I feel like we have a plan. We're kind of ready for this. Now it's just kind of a waiting game to see if we can break down below the 100 moving average tomorrow or the day after, leading into this weekend here. But here, guys, just so you guys know, here's the ultimate pattern that ended up being in play. Let me see if I can find an image of it. There we go. The flag, right? Flag hit, false breakout, then boom. This bull trap here, guys, it got a lot of people. It got a lot of people. It got some of my longs, but I had stop losses and I sold half of them yesterday anyway, right after the Fed meeting, because I was like, But if you guys got my tweet about it, I tweeted about a bull trap a long time ago, like 5 days ago, I think. Notifications. Thanks, Justin, for liking my tweet. So yeah, April 29th, I said we need one last bull trap before we start moving to 35,000 for Bitcoin. And then I tweeted today, man, they did it right after a breakout. They got it. This market's brutal, guys. I think a good way to understand how a bear market works in part is there's a guy named Josh Brown on CNBC. He's pretty much a practical thinker, a practical guy, and I like watching him most of all on CNBC. And he pretty much explained that bear markets, they mess with your mind because they give you false hope all the time, and it's literally just the shorts and institutions giving you making you think that we're going up, so you guys will buy, and then the following day they're just selling everything off on newbie traders, I guess you would say, right? But we're having a problem, guys. That's the main thing I want you guys to understand today. But if you guys have any questions about any particular coin, we'll go over a few right now. Let me see right here. I put my contacts in today, so my glasses weren't going to be like blasting off the lights here. But good morning, Square Bagels. Hey, Etrev. Hey, Corinda. Happy to see you. Hey, Jane as well. And let me go over here very fast. Yeah, let's just go down the list. Actually, let's just go down the list here because you're just going to see a bloodbath today. But I think it's important that you guys do see the bloodbath here today because look at it. Going over Ethereum's technicals here over the past few weeks. Look at that. Had a nice well, this trend line's not even accurate anymore, but we had a nice breakout. We broke out of the downtrend, went to like an uptrend here, slight uptrend, got rejected, of course, just like everything else with Bitcoin, and then we got a false breakout, and then all of a sudden we got slammed back down. I mean, it's about as bad as you can get. On Ethereum, though, we have not broken down. On Ethereum, we have not broken down yet. Doge down 5%, not really getting hit as hard as everything else. Doge is actually still within its technicals here. So when we look at things like FTM and Crowcoin and ICP later on, you'll see compared to those how good Doge has been doing because it's still within its technical range here, kind of like an Ethereum, if you will. Matic right here, it broke down a few days ago. I mean, it was a good shorting opportunity back then. We tested out resistance here, but this trend line is no longer relevant for us. But still at a level of support here. Matic still at support. But what did we say? We said this a while ago. Matic can come back down to $1, but it already did. ADA close to support, just coming back down here. You're seeing huge moves because a lot of things managed to get back above those moving averages from yesterday. XRP, Death Cross. I mean, yeah, nothing wants to move right now. Everything is coming back down to support levels. Luna still coming down here. Luna is going to be one of the monster shorts that's going to happen later on, in my opinion. It has not been taking a massive beating, but it has been hit hard. I think it will get hit hard eventually here, just because look at Luna's been doing really well compared to everything else. Look at that chart. That chart is beautiful. This is one of the reasons I'm still holding my Luna and I haven't really sold much of it off yet. Just because it's been doing very, very well against all this other bet nasty stuff we've been seeing in the market. She broke down a few days ago, went choppy ever since, and now we're just coming back down. Nothing special about that. EOS still choppy. Fine. I mean, we're still in this zone. We've been here before, is my main point. Ethereum Classic. Oh, my mom's van is here for dialysis. It's fine. I made sure she's ready. We tapped on the Fibonacci level. Still in an okay spot for Ethereum Classic. Got rejected off the Fibonacci level. DOT, choppy, still breaking down. DOT, something you guys should be concerned about if you have it. This can definitely come back down to $10 or so for about 40% loss over the next couple days. Weeks. Yeah. STMX down 8%. This is one of my favorite things to trade, but right now it's definitely been hit a little hard. Breakdown, support. It's still choppy. We still have an opportunity to have a quick bounce here, even though it's going to be like another bearish bounce, like another fake out, if you will. Engine coin, everything's kind of staying at the same spot it was over the last few days. FTM, back down. This was actually a fun day trade for a few days, but I sold mine. I sold half of mine off yesterday, right after the stream. That's why I told you guys I was leaving the stream specifically to sell off some of my longs. But I didn't know this crash was coming tomorrow or today. ICP down 11%, and this is what I'm talking about. Like a lot of times, coins will kind of stay over here. Like Dogecoin's kind of in this area right now, hoping to have a reversal or something like that. Other coins just keep on going down, like ICP. And ICP is almost at a good buying level of about under $10. Under $10, ICP is a much more attractive prospect for the next bull run that we might have, that we will have. Link down 10. You're seeing the same pattern here. A lot of choppiness here. Litecoin, holding support barely, but we did break down below, so it's not going to be that crazy. Mana, I mean, look at that. Mana broke down. It's still staying choppy. Elon's still staying within this pattern here, actually. Doge Elon has not been hit that hard, but I don't think Doge Elon has a large market cap or Doge Elon Mars, yeah. Yeah, it's like a 500. That's a pretty decent one. 500 million. This one's holding up pretty strong. This has a lot of diamond hands. It's pretty interesting to see. Ooh, excuse me, guys. All right, last one right here. We're gonna look at is Sol. Sol's still saying that choppy word. I haven't done technicals on Sol. Oh wait, no, this is the wrong chart. Normally we use the left side of the screen. This is the right hand side. I mean, maybe down the road if Bitcoin capitulates, maybe we'll only come down to like $40 or so from Sol, but that still means it's going to come down like 50%. So if I had a price target for this one on a Bitcoin capitulation, it would be down about 40% for Sol. So be careful with all these ones here. All right, but let me go back over here to Bitcoin. Is it the side, the left one? No, it was the right one. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Well, we can go Bitcoin right here. Bitcoin 15. We've broken down below the Fibonacci level and the breakdown level here. And I want to remind you guys going forward. Oh, let me put that back up here. And the volume. We don't need that trend line anymore. Oh, this isn't the right one. Coinbase, Bitcoin. There we go. This the one? Yeah, it's the one. Maybe the weekly chart probably would be better for this one. Yeah, there we go. Okay. What you're hoping for and what we're waiting for, everybody, over the next few weeks or month or 2 months possibly, is we're waiting for Bitcoin to have a signal of capitulation. And I want to remind you guys what capitulation actually looks like. It's a pretty easy thing to spot, but there are different forms of it. So we'll go over the simple forms of it first. Usually what we see happen on some of these minor capitulations, like we had a capitulation right here. We had no death cross, and we did not break down below the 20 monthly moving average. 20-month moving average, excuse me. 20, yeah, okay. 20 moving average on the monthly chart. That's an easy way to say it. But what normally happens now is we're kind of in a little bit more dangerous spot, which is why everybody's been, well, okay, there's still a lot of bulls out there, but I've been so bearish over the last few months. We have this death cross here. Usually this death cross, along with breaking down below the 20-month moving average, this green line right here. Let me just show you the patterns before I go any further so you can see what I'm talking about. Break down below the green line, nasty times happen. Below the green line, nasty times happen. Below the green line, nasty things happen. All right, basic sense, and that's the 20 moving average on the monthly chart, okay? I'm going to try to make this as simple as possible because I know a lot of you guys are probably freaking out and you don't understand what's happening, but it doesn't mean you guys can't make a lot of money off of the next big move down that Bitcoin has, okay? And if you guys need an exchange for that, there's my links down below. You guys know what they are, BitGet and KuCoin. And then, of course, here's the same thing for you guys, just another way of looking at it. Death cross with the weekly moving averages, green line crossing below the blue line, 20-week moving average crossing below the 50-week moving average. Happened right here, came down. Happened right here, came down, and go all the way back to 2014 where this really started to happen. Cross right there, came down. All right. Now, there are two things we're looking for as far as when to start buying. A lot of times you'll see we actually tap on this yellow line right here. Yellow line, that's the 200 weekly moving average. Tap, tap. Well, we actually closed it. We went below it, but still closed it right there. I think that's going to be the key level where a lot of you guys are going to be looking to buy. Maybe a few $1,000 above it just to be safe, and you kind of buy every day once we get really close to it. But the key here is, you see these arrows on the bottom of the screen? They match up with levels of high volume, if I can do this properly. And that's usually the capitulation. We have a wall of lower volume, and then we just have a massive red candle, massive red bar, excuse me. Let me go over here to the daily chart to show you as well. There you go. See that large down move right there? I know it's going to look really tiny on you guys' phones and so forth. But see that large candle? Low volume, big wall, low volume, big wall. And each one of those represents a capitulation. But right now, we don't know exactly when that red bar is going to happen. And if I zoom in really close and we look at the volume for today, we still have another 6 hours, but this isn't capitulation. This is not the big red nasty bar that we're looking for. This isn't even it, right? You have to go back in time, and then once you hit the actual capitulation candle, the last capitulation candle, you see how small everything is relative to that one, okay? So we're looking for something about this size, or if we zoom out again, another capitulation right there, or one right there, or one right there, okay? So we're looking for some really big sell-off volume here, and I think we will get it over the next month or two. I'm not going to give you guys an exact time because I don't know exactly when it's going to happen, but you guys know I'm ultimately bearish on this, and I still think we have a few levels of support and resistance that we're going to have to hold on to. One of those other levels, if I can go over to this other Bitcoin chart here. Bro, what are you doing? My dog with my slippers. Well, what used to be my slippers, they're now like gigantic chew toys. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's having fun now. One other trend line we need to pay attention to right now, guys, is this one. Oh, no, don't do that to me. There we go. Probably our next big bet is probably somewhere around 35,000. That's why I told you guys $35,000 on that tweet a while ago. That's the next level we're going to have to come back down to. But doing that will it will not break the higher lows that we see kind of on this chart. But we've already broken down below the higher lows in the monthly chart, so things are not looking good anyway, right? Oh, guys, I need to wake up. Oh, all right. Probably should have just turned my lights on. Hold on a second. I can actually just turn my my lights on. How do I do this? I love apps, but man, I wish I could be more technology savvy. All right, so CCT brightness, CCT brightness. Yeah. Whew. Okay. I look more bright in here. Yeah. Yeah. This looks okay. All right. And here, what do I think of KDA? I do not know. In fact, actually, let me just turn that light off. That light is freaking bright. I paid a lot of money for those lights, and man, they oh, there we go. Oh, that's beautiful. All right, that backlight can be good to go. What are we looking at, KDA? Oh, geez. This is going to reach all-time lows before the year is over, or before probably this month is over. So I'd be very, very careful about this. And it doesn't just go to this specific coin here. A lot of coins are going to reach all-time lows here if they just opened up in 2021. Okay, like any coin that opened up in 2021, for the most part, they're all going to have downward moves. There's not going to be a clear point where this thing is done selling off. What you're going to be looking at as far as KDA here is, let me actually make sure it has a somewhat of a decent market cap. 94. Okay, so yeah, it's about 700 million. So this will be fine in the long run, on the next bull run, if you will. But this thing can definitely come down a lot more. And what do I mean by that? Here's a good example. So we talked about Bitcoin capitulation, what that normally looks like. So during the last Bitcoin capitulation, let's say, yeah, I mean, let's just say when we start, when the shit hits the fan, so to speak. Um, for this example, let's just kind of go when we have the long volume candles. Within those few weeks, Bitcoin. Oh, I don't even know how to want to do this. Probably the daily chart, I guess, is probably going to be a little bit nicer for us. So we haven't even hit the danger spot when Bitcoin really capitulates. So I know this is COVID here, but within those few days, Bitcoin fell down 51%. Okay, when the capitulation spot hit over here, Bitcoin fell down about 50%. Again, and even over here in this last capitulation, and this isn't even a big capitulation compared to where we may be heading. When things got bad, Bitcoin fell down about 48-50%. Okay, and at the same time, you see things like Ethereum during those same capitulation moments. If I can find one here, Bitcoin falls about 60%. Or excuse me, Ethereum falls about 63%. On the other capitulation, Ethereum comes about 60%. So if all these coins are falling 60% and we haven't even hit that level where the capitulation has started, right? We just went from here to here. We did not talk about anything from the 100 weekly moving average. Bitcoin is still above this line right now. Okay, that means a lot of the coins like KDA or the ICPs out there or anything like that. ICP on a daily chart. They're going to find all-time lows here. That's going to be the problem that a lot of them are going to face, and they're just not going to be able to recover from it in the short term here. Now, long term, sure. If they have utility, keep on holding, keep on buying. You don't have to sell the coin just because it's most likely going to drop here. What a lot of people do, they just keep their long-term portfolio separate, and then from there they look to buy in later on. Or if you guys want to do it the tax-friendly way, you can sell a whole bunch of losses. Use that for next year's tax season, or tax report, whatever you guys want to call it. And then once you sell, you have the losses, and then you can simply just wait a little bit. There's like a waiting time for the American tax law here. And then you can just buy back in on a major dip, but that's kind of risky, which I don't really recommend doing that. Because you don't know if we're going to go back up all of a sudden. There's always something crazy that can happen in the market, even though we're really bearish at this moment in time. But see that things get really bad usually when we break down below this 100 weekly moving average. We're not even there yet. So, excuse me, crypto can fall a lot more as my main point here. Crypto can fall a lot more. Okay, broke down here, boom. We came down below it, but there was no death cross in the weekly chart. We did not break down below the monthly chart, so we were still fine there. We broke down below it. Oh, this is the wrong chart, isn't it? Keep on forgetting that. There you go. We're back over here, broke down below it. good buying opportunities. But if you have assets, you're going to be kind of panicking while you have those assets. And then again, all the way back over here in 2014, we broke down below it, kind of choppily actually. And then then everybody was buying, 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 but the majority of people were selling, of course. There you go. And Bitcoin still looks pretty bad. Let me go over here. I'm gonna actually add the same line on this chart. I want people to be able to see it. 100. And let's go to the weekly. Does it show up on this chart here? I don't know if it will. Oh, it does. Oh, but only if I zoom out enough. Okay, that's not gonna be a workout then. Yeah, it's not gonna work out. That's fine. All right. Does that mean the Nasdaq's still getting hit? Yeah, and the Nasdaq's coming back down a little bit more as well. Jeez. Yeah, this is what you might call, I don't know, a bloody Thursday in the marketplace here. Let me get to this right here. Yeah, but if you guys have any specific questions about this, let me know. I'm gonna take the volume off of it because we really don't need the volume right now. This is not a capitulation day. That's the main thing I want you guys to understand. This is not a capitulation day. There we go. Oh, we were so close to having on there. Fine, we'll use the daily chart. At this moment in time, that 100 weekly moving average is at, oh god, I should have just wore glasses today. 35,987. 35,987. And that's about, again, like 1,000 points lower than where we are right now. Go back over here to the 1 minute chart. Yeah, look at that dump. But at least we're consolidating now, waiting for maybe the 20 moving average to come back down. But oosh, this is just, I mean, we've officially broken down out of a major support level, that trend line that we've been losing for the past, since January, or since February, when we actually attached it there. So, we may come back up to tap it, but that'd be a huge shorting opportunity, not a buying opportunity. So you got to be very careful. If we do something to fake out, or we come back up to this, you're gonna see shorts go crazy after this thing. If we do that, don't fall into that trap here, okay? And hey, well, $56 million worth of shorts came in a minute ago. Oh, I believe it ago. I believe it. Well, it doesn't look like there was too much right here. Let me go over here. Yeah, that was brutal. Yeah. Um, there we go. 8 minutes ago, Bitcoin shorted 6 million. Bitcoin shorted 7 million. Bitcoin shorted 7 million. Bitcoin shorted 5.5. Bitcoin shorted, or Ethereum longed. Whoa, geez, bold to try to long after these moments, but they're trying. So there's a little bit of a whale battle going on, but clearly the shorts are winning. Clearly the shorts are winning. There's nothing on. Can't change that at the moment. Let's see. And hey, Bobby, Sape, B Sape, Safu, Swap. Oh, it looks like there's something, a coin going on. Can you check out the dollar index? Yeah, sure can. We've been talking about how this has been pretty bullish, right? I mean, okay. Yeah, I mean, we've said it's been bullish. I mean, we're kind of in the minority on that one, I have to admit. So I don't know if we've actually broken out today. No, we haven't broken out today. But it's my opinion that we're going to blast through this during this month. Sometime this month, I think we're going to blast through this. And that's really going to be the signal that, hey, Bitcoin's going to, stock market's going to go, you know. Sorry, guys, I'm tired. When I'm tired, I'm not as articulate and as mellow. uh, but here we go. The reason I'd say that is, look at this. I mean, we have a double bottom here, a pretty clear cut double bottom, but we try not to use the patterns too much on the dollar index charts and the forex charts, just because they're world events affecting this type of stuff. But the world events seem to be pretty crappy at the moment, so I think the dollar's going to continue to go higher. And most YouTubers probably just show you guys this chart right here, right, where it looks like this is resistance, this is resistance, and this is resistance. But if you go to the monthly chart, or you just kind of go, go more back in time, you can see that we've been above this level plenty of times in America's history. I mean, for like through the 80s, through the 80s, we were above this level. Through the 2000s, all the way to 2003, we were above this level as well. We had a strong dollar. Now it looks like we're going back into that strong dollar phase. That's what everybody's really concerned about. But yeah, we're close to blasting out above this thing at this moment in time. Bitcoin probably needs to break down below the 100 weekly moving average, and then that will be by that same moment in time we should be above that trend line there, or that level of resistance for us. But here's the 5 minute version of it. There you go. A few minutes ago, we got back above it again. So it's not like it's some impenetrable wall. We're still facing some headwinds here, guys. Back up here. Yeah, it's just holding steadily. Meanwhile, Bitcoin's not looking too happy at anything going on right now. Let's see. Hey, Bobby. I don't promote coins. I don't. I the only coins I ever promote are coins that I just find like are like pure utility coins, like exchange coins. But I don't really promote coins on the channel too much. I don't want to end up like Upshot, where there was a big old rug pull on the thing, and I helped like he helped do a rug pull on his fans. I don't want to go in any type of situation like that. Get back over here very fast. Pop this up right here. And there. I want to see if there's actually anything as far as the Ganfin levels are concerned about here, guys. So broke down below that one. We talked about that. No Ganfin support here. We talked about how we broke down below this and this was bearish, but no support anytime soon. The next support level, guys, from the Ganfans is going to be right around here, let's say next week, at about $35,000, which is another reason I said $35,000 a while ago. And on top of that, we have one for this week or next week, which is going to be like $36,000. So we might actually have a little bit of a reprieve around $36,000 if you guys are wondering. That might be a good opportunity if you guys want to do a shorter term swing trade. But man, that's it'll be interesting to see how all this pans out. But we still have that level of resistance that's been kicking our butt left and right here. Well, that's right here. And hey, RW, yeah, Dogecoin's holding up pretty well. Um, Dogecoin's been holding up pretty well. It's fine, but don't think if Bitcoin capitulates, it won't come down more. But Dogecoin's been holding up very, very well compared to a lot of other coins. I think all you got to do is go over to coinmarketcap.com. I don't care about your birthday, but cool. Let me just, dude, bring me to the freaking main page. Um, there we go. Okay. See, Dogecoin right now is down about 2% for the last 24 hours. Everything else is down a lot more. But if you look at the 30-day average here, it's still kind of in line with a lot of other stuff. So last 30 days, Dogecoin's down 23. You have some of the larger ones over here, like XRP down 26, BNB's only down 15, Ethereum's only down 20, and Bitcoin's only down 20. So it's kind of matching those ones, which is good, Because if you go down a little bit more, you'll see stuff like ADA is down 30%, AVAX is down 40%, Polkadot's down 35, Sheeb's down 23, Wrapped Bitcoin's down 19, Matic is down 34, Near is down 32, and Crow is down 40%, right? So Dogecoin is holding up very, very well compared to a lot of other coins right now. Okay. And hey, Square Bagels. Hey, Mike, didn't Elon say Tesla wouldn't start accepting Bitcoin again? Would start accepting Bitcoin again if a certain level of renewable energy. Do you know if we're close that could be happening? I haven't checked in any of the eco stuff as far as crypto is concerned, but I can look into it. We're probably getting there, but not there just yet. We might be able to get there if miners have to slow down production, though, and which will help out the environment, I guess. If Bitcoin becomes the price becomes so low over the next few weeks, where it doesn't make sense to be mining Bitcoin at those levels, right? Unless they're putting like an upfront cost on that energy as a return on their investment later on in the year or something like that. But that can be kind of interesting. And hey, Corinda, should I buy more tonic now? You can buy more tonic if you want to, but just understand it's most likely going to come down even more over the next few days, okay? But yeah, if you're buying tonic for a long term haul, like you're going to be holding this for about a year, then yes, you can keep buying on these dips. They're going to be great opportunities down the road. Just make sure that you don't go heavy into them because you're going to see a lot of them continue coming down. Remember, Bitcoin's price target right now is probably in the mid $25,000 range. Imagine tonic when it hits, if Bitcoin were to hit $30,000 or $25,000. If that makes sense. That's where we're going to see things getting really nasty and really choppy here in the marketplace. Ooh, excuse me. And excuse me. And the fact that we just broke down, remember, we just started the breakdown process. We've only started it, right? What happens after we break down? We usually have a few days and going down, down, down. So you might even have better. You might be better just to buy a little bit today, a little bit smaller, a little bit the next day, or stuff like that. Span out that buying opportunities, okay? But that's it. That's it for everybody today. Right now, I'll be live a little bit later on the day. I need to get some work done. I'll make a couple of videos for you guys today as well, and I need to eat some breakfast. I haven't had a chance to eat breakfast yet. I've been kind of all over the place, making some trades, buying, opening up some shorts and stuff like that. Well, not many shorts, but yeah, just closing some positions, opening some new ones up here, making sure my limit orders are still in place over the next few weeks in case we were to have some type of larger move. So a lot of my money is locked up in limit order buys at this point in time. So I'll see you guys a little bit later. Thanks you guys so much for watching, and you guys have a fun day. We knew this was coming. It's not like a big shock to many people, but just